Microplastic goes into the ecosystem. On the American coast, plastic straws are found in the stomach of 71% of the dead birds and 30% of the dead sea turtles. In February 2018, 29 kilograms, 63 pounds, of garbage was found from the stomach and intestine of a sperm whale whose body length was about 10 meters, 33 feet, and who was launched along the Mediterranean coast of southeastern Spain. Many of the garbage taken out are plastics such as plastic bags and plastic bottles. The sperm whale is seen to have starved to death as they could not be excreted. The young male whale was said to be too thin to about 1/3 of the body weight estimated from his body length. Among these marine plastic garbage, what is currently regarded as a problem is garbage called microplastic, consisting of pieces of plastic crushed finely into 5 mm, 0.20 inches, or less. Like the microbeads included in scrub facial cleansers and toothbrushes, it floats in the sea without being disassembled. Examples of these fragments, which were swallowed by fish, birds, and large animals by mistake as food and accumulated in the body, are reported all over the world. There are cases that plankton, which is a food of many living things, directly incorporates very minute fragments into the body. A research group of the National University of Ireland has found that microplastic is accumulating in the deep sea fish at a depth of 300 meters, 328 yards, to 600 meters, 656 yards, in the Atlantic Ocean away from the land. The detection rate was as high as more than 70% of the total, and it was found from all 7 kinds surveyed. Fear of adsorbing pollutants and accumulating in fish. Now we are eating fish caught in a contaminated ocean, such as plastic garbage drifting. Will plastics accumulated in marine organisms be taken into the food chain and adversely affect human health? In conclusion, the direct impact of marine plastic garbage on humans is not known in detail. However, there are several studies suggesting it. One is the influence of endocrine disruptors on the human body, which is used as a plastic additive. Bisphenol A is said to be related to the damage of human kidney, lung, and brain. It is suggested that phthalate esters may also be involved in reducing male reproductive function. Furthermore, microplastic has the property of easily adsorbing organic pollutants such as PCB, polychlorinated biphenyl, in the environment. We have also learned that pollutants will melt out of accidentally swallowed microplastic and accumulate in marine life fat. However, the definitive evidence that microplastic is harmful to ecosystems and human health has not been found yet, because it is difficult to investigate. For example, in scientific research, a control group, people not exposed to its influence, is needed to measure some health effects. However, in the case of plastics, it can be said that it is impossible to find people who are not exposed to pollution at the present time. Nonetheless, scientists around the world have been alarming the dangers of unknowns, as microplastic is difficult to recover once it is released to the sea. This time, the international community started taking action from the standpoint of such precautionary principle. Our lives are directly involved. There are also many things that each person can do about this problem. Because about 70% of all garbage that overflows in the ocean is such as cutlery, knife, fork, spoon, etc., straw, cotton swab, dish, muddler, plastic shopping bag, etc. And we are very familiar to them in our daily lives. In Ireland, Israel, the Caribbean countries, etc., the shoreline garbage was clearly reduced by the regulation of plastic bags. The habit of carrying my bags and my bottles brings a direct effect on the purification of the sea, compared with the electricity problem, on which energy conservation at each house only makes a small contribution. The sea of the world overflows with too thin creatures like that whale. Should not we start acting right now before such a nightmare becomes a reality? Do not throw away garbage into the sea, river, mountains, fields, etc.